The time is now. It's now time for International Falls Broncos fall sports action. From the gridiron to the volleyball court to the swimming pool, your International Falls Broncos are gearing up and ready to go this 2025-2026 season. Thank you to all the sponsors of the International Falls Broncos fall sports. And now it's time to get to the action. Ladies and gentlemen, a week has gone by. We went from one Friday to another, and now it's time for week 2 of high school football action here. We are back at Stuart Nordquist Field, getting ready for the International Falls Broncos to take on the Ely Timberwolves of Ely High School. Ladies and gentlemen, it's another Friday Night Lights. I'm excited. Both teams coming off of tough week 1 losses. The Ely Timberwolves coming in with a chip on their shoulder after a 48-0 loss to Barnum, and your Broncos coming off of last week's 40-20 loss to Moose Lake Willow River. Get ready for some upcoming action here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break and get ready for the action. You are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on YourLiveEvent.com. Coming up, our national anthem brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Our press box sponsor is the Rainy River Minnesota North College. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Every update of the score throughout this contest is brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. And every timeout is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And then we have our post-game awards. That's right, I said awards, more than one, because joining us for our post-game awards is the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. And looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's with more than just pizza. Domino's is the perfect carry-out after the game or have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. And the player who receives this will also receive a Domino's gift certificate for a free large one-topping pizza. And of course, there is the Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge Incorporated. I will give that to the player who has the most powerful, energetic play of the game. And so now we'll get into our sponsors, and we'll be back after 2 minutes with some coaches' interviews on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and YourLiveEvent.com.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Looking for a college close to home that prepares you for tomorrow? Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're starting your degree, preparing to transfer, or training for a career, Rainy River offers affordable tuition, small class sizes, and personal attention from dedicated faculty. Stay local while reaching your goals and save thousands in the process. Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Learn more at minnesotanorth.edu.
I'm here with head coach Seth Edestad of the International Falls Broncos varsity football team, getting ready for a bit of a chilly, bit of a windy one too today. How are you preparing the guys for the weather?
Same as any, right? Yeah, definitely polar opposite of last week. You know, it was 80 degrees almost, and humid, and no water breaks from the officials last week. I asked them at the beginning, and it was a hard, long day. We had a couple cramps, and now it's the polar opposite. We're a little chilly and windy out here. So quarterback had some questions on the wind, and he was informing me that it's going to be reduced, so we can definitely still air it out, so he told me.
Yeah, that is good to hear. I will say I also was not prepared for the polar opposite weather conditions from last week and this week, but definitely really excited for this upcoming game. And so what's the best way that you're hoping to bounce back from last week's tough loss?
I mean, yeah, it was definitely a tough loss. I'll be real honest with everybody. I was extremely disappointed in our performance in the fourth quarter. I mean, since 1 minute and 20 seconds left into the third to the end of the game, it was embarrassing. Something that we reflected on. I mean, you got to protect the football. That was the first thing that we circled on the whiteboard before our last game. We just failed to do that. But our coaches said it best. Our coach Sidke said, you don't win the section in the first week. I mean, that's impossible, right? You just try to set your tones. So we competed really well, even though we had quite a poor game. You're still within 7 points going into the fourth quarter, essentially. That's good competition. So tonight, rebuild the confidence, hit the ground game, make that come alive, complement the pass in the air, and really try to pump some numbers, build confidence. This is a confidence-building game for us as a bounce back.
Absolutely. And so now I noticed a couple guys who were in pads last week are now on the sideline this week. So who's in and who's out for injury list?
Yeah, we had a couple events throughout the course of the week. We got Logan Nordby, we're being safe with concussion protocol. We got Nurse Yuso's nursing a shoulder. He's good to go. He's got a shoulder sprain, but he is 90%. He's not playing defense. We have we're limiting his hits. We have Huxley Hergis, number 14, repping in the linebacker for us. So we're going to try to rest number 3 best we can. Cycle some guys. And then Kingston Jean had some sickness this week, some significant sickness that he's not cleared yet. He's in great spirits, and the goal is to get him full up next week on defense. We play an RPO game next week against Rush City, and we really like him in the secondary for that. And he's here, he's lively, and he's getting healthier, but he's still in recovery mode. So a couple bodies that we had to move around, but that gives those junior varsity guys a big step up.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they're going to be really hungry to have this opportunity and show what they can do for the team with this big chance they got against Ely today. And so I also wanted to ask about Kane Thompson, because I know last week you had him move to left tackle, which did allow for a really impressive trick play. I wanted to mention that.
Isn't that awesome?
You had me screaming on the radio. I feel bad because apparently I made one of the parents listening jump a little when I reacted.
Awesome. Yeah, that's the Dusty package, he called it. We knew putting them in there, we would be able to lull them to sleep with maybe checking them in for a few reps in a row as an eligible and go on balance and put them on the line. Purpose was we had Aiden Lehman. He was nursing his knee a little bit. He was only about 75% last week. He's about 95 right now. Lehman is another person that we're going to try to rest on defense, limit his contact, and keep him in the trenches, though, on O. So he's got a brace on that knee. He's got a positive attitude. So to have our O-line set our starting O-line back, it will be really well.
Well, really excited here to see how the guys respond after last week and also respond to this weather. I know I'm struggling a little. My hands are kind of frozen right now, so I need to make sure I grab a pair of gloves. But like I said, really excited for this upcoming week 2 of Friday Night Lights, and best of luck today, Coach.
I appreciate it. And as always, man, Stampede.
Stampede. And in case you're wondering, yes, my hands have now warmed up a little bit. I got them out of the cold, kept them in my pocket for some time, and now I'm really fired up for this upcoming Friday Night Lights. I love it. It's my favorite time of the year, honestly. College football is great. NFL is fine, but Give me that Friday Night Lights on the high school field, and I am set, okay? So it is one of my favorites. I love it, man. And so now let's get into our starting lineups for today before we have our local VFW Post 2948 sponsoring the national anthem. Join us for Burger Night and karaoke. Starting off with the visitors from Ely, Northeast Range, Vermilion Country. Starting off at quarterback for the Ely Northeast Range is going to be number 21, Max Brandwright. Their wide backs are going to be number 7, Danny Daniel, number 9, Sean Merriman, and number 23, Jesse Elke. And then starting at tight end for Ely is going to be number 14, Leo McCraw, and number 1, Kyle Merhar. And then your starting offensive line for Ely Northeast Range is number 54, Lucas Stahlberger. Number 55, Arturo Cameron, who last week was actually playing fullback for Ely against Barnum for that 48-0 loss. And now he's been moved back to offensive line wearing number 55. Number 56, Oscar Schock. Number 69, Jaden Zemke. And number 50, McKenna Bodis is going to round out the Ely starting lineup for offense and defense. And now your International Falls Broncos starting offensive line at left guard. Andrew Ides making his return onto the field. And then at left guard, it's going to be Aiden Lehman. At center, it's Emmett Olson. At right guard, Brennan McClanahan. And at right tackle, Jackson Kratzka. Starting quarterback is the senior who got some recognition around the state after throwing for 337 yards against Moose Lake Willow River, Hayden Swenson. Starting running back is going to be Carson Crandall, as Kingston Jean, as you heard, is currently injured for the contest. So Carson Crandall is going to be getting the brunt of the handoffs. Starting wide receiver at the X is Carter Line, number 86. And then at the Z is going to be number 12, Nick Schultz. Kane Thompson's wearing number 13 once again, and he's going to be at the Y and probably switched around between H and fullback and all over the place. He is a big factor to the offense. And starting at the H is going to be a mixture between Gray Schakowski and Huxley Hergis, as Zach Yuso is also going to be in the lineup, but they're going to be somewhat cautionary with Yuso. And now for our national anthem, brought to you by local VFW Post 2948.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
You're also watching live on YourLiveEvent.com. It's Friday Night Lights here, brought to you by the Rainy River Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Having a little bit of rain, so we're going to try and make sure we get our camera covered. And I'm also going to take a quick second to maybe wipe off the screen. And I'm back, and we're just about to kick it away here, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to my cameraman, George Frake, stepping in to work the camera, taking some stress off of my shoulders. Much, much appreciated. So thank you, George. And now we're getting ready. Kicking off as Logan Nordby is out with a concussion. It's going to be number 83, Gray Schakowski. Deep to return for Ely is number 23, Jesse Elke. And number 9, Sean Merriman, the two senior leaders. That kick is going to be picked up by Ely's number 80. Excuse me. Thought I saw an 80. That's actually a 69, Jaden Zemke, the offensive lineman. And now we are underway. Ely is going to start with the ball on their own 38-yard line after the short kick by Schakowski. Broncos, looks like they're keeping the 5-man front that they really favored greatly last year, and they're keeping it this year. Looks like they're going to show tight wing formation. Fullback is number 23, Elke. Under center is Brandwright. He's going to hand it off to Elke, who's going to go up the middle and get a gain of about, I'd say, 2 to 3 on that first run of quarter number 1. So, Ely is going to get the clock running here. We are now at 11:40. They're going to have a 2nd and 7. So 11:30 now as Ely's getting ready to break the huddle. I'm just calling it 2nd and 7, so give that a 3-yard run by Elke. Once again, same formation as last time. Looks like they're trying to go for a multi-count. It's going to be a toss to the right. And that's a fumble. And I think a Bronco might have fallen on it. There was a toss to Sean Merriman. He was fumbling with it. And that's going to be picked up by the Broncos. A 2-play leading to a turnover recovered by International Falls. And just like that, your Broncos are going to get the ball in Timberwolf territory with 11:10 left in quarter number 1. I didn't see who recovered the fumble, but the Broncos are sure as happy as can be after that turnover by Ely. Again, it was meant to be a toss to the right to Sean Merriman, and that led to the fumble as he couldn't get a full grasp on the ball. Broncos spread formation, trips to the far side. Broncos going right to left in all purple. Swenson, he's going to drop back to pass. He's looking deep to the left side, Carter line. He catches it, and I think the referee is going to say incomplete, out of bounds. And I hate to say it, but I do think that is the right call there by the referees. Carter line need to have, or maybe they're going to give it to him. I think they might give it to him. I'm waiting to see. Looks like they're trying to argue. And they're going to say it is a complete pass. So a nice toss. Broncos started on Ely's 40-yard line, and they're going to, after that throw to Carter line, they're going to end up on the 10. Immediate red zone situation. A nice 30-yard toss to Carter line from Hayden Swenson. 1st and 10, Broncos, shotgun formation. Now they go duos. It's Zach Uso and Nick Schultz on the right. Motions inward. Kane Thompson, handoff to Carson Crandall. Crandall's going to run up the middle. He's going to get a gain, tongue twister apparently. Carson Crandall gets a gain of about 7 with 1st and goal. So Broncos 2 plays into the game, and they are knocking on the doorstep already. About 10:30 left in quarter number 1. Broncos taking their time in the huddle. And now they're going to break the huddle. Same formation as last time. Kane Thompson in the slot to the left. Carter line outside. They motion Carson Crandall out to the right, and he's going to have wide open space, a swing pass over to Carson Crandall, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Broncos. They're going to open the game up here with a 6-0 start after the touchdown by Carson Crandall for 3 yards. And with 10:10 left, Broncos are up early by a touchdown. And Broncos getting ready for the upcoming field goal attempt. It's Gray Shikowski who's going to be kicking it for International Falls. Kick is going to be up, and that is good. Broncos take a one-possession lead early, just under 2 minutes into quarter number 1, and your Broncos are up 7-0 on the PCA scoreboard here. It started off a fumbled toss to Merriman by Ely's offense, and that led to a 3-play, 40-yard opening drive for the Broncos, and they got on the board quickly. Broncos, this is their restart. This is their refresher after a tough 40-20 loss against Moose Lake Willow River in week 1. And what a way to respond after a tough competition like that. This is the kind of game you want to have going into the new week. And so that was, once again, Carson Crandall. He got a 7-yard carry and the 3-yard touchdown reception on that play. Hayden Swenson, again, he already threw for over 300 yards in week 1, and now he's looking to continue adding to his resume in this one. He's trying to establish himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Minnesota. Gray Shikowski to kick for the Broncos. Back deep to return, once again, Sean Merriman and Jesse Elke. The hand is raised. There's the clap. Broncos are going to kick it. It's going to be deep this time. Picked up. Nice high point by Jesse Elke. He's going to carry it up the middle, and he's going to try and just push forward. He'll be stopped around the 35-yard line. So Ely in a similar spot as last time, maybe a little bit farther back. And I think I was going to say, hopefully the ref doesn't get them shorter than where they're at. So now Ely looking to get some redemption in this upcoming drive, number 2. 10:03 left in quarter number 1. Broncos up 7-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Motion, Sean Merriman. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Elke, the fullback. And that's going to be short gain, maybe say 2 yards. So Elke so far leading in rushing with 5. Or maybe they might say it's shorter, so it's actually a 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9 for Ely Timberwolves. Clock ticking now, 9:30 left in quarter number 1. Broncos up by a possession early. And another reminder, every scoreboard update throughout the contest is brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. We're live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Ely, tight wing formation. Looks like they're going run heavy. It's a quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to try and drive it up, the pile up. And I think he did a solid job of getting some yardage there. That's looking like a 5-yard gain by the quarterback keeper by Max Brandwright. And so that's going to make it now 3rd down for the Timberwolves and 4 to go after the 5-yard gain. And we're going to get a quick timeout called by Ely. So Ely's going to use their first timeout of the game. And as you guys know, every timeout throughout the contest is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. We're going to be back in about 30 seconds here, and we'll resume our action on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Timberwolves with the ball, 3rd and 4, and we're going to get a flag, so I think someone might have jumped in the backfield and just waiting on the official decision. And yes, that will be a false start. So Ely, after a 3rd and 4, they're going to get moved back now to a 3rd and 9 after the penalty. Not something you want to have here when you got down early. 8:50 left on the clock for quarter number 1. Broncos up 7-0 on the PCA scoreboard. International Falls striking fast and striking quickly. It was a fumble on their opening drive. Ely looking to redeem themselves in drive number 2. Looks like hard count. It's going to be a toss to the right. Merriman gets the ball. Merriman breaks one tackle, and he's still going. And he's going to get the Ely first down, a solid gain of about 9 to 10. I'm going to be generous and say it was a gain of about 10. So Merriman, after last time fumbling the ball on his first carry, ends up getting the redemption and getting a first down for his team against this tough Broncos defense. Broncos, like I said, Coach Edestad wanting to maybe do some four-man lineup against teams like Ely who are running the heavy run package. It is a 5-man front. It's going to be a toss to the left this time. That's going to be thrown to Danny Daniel, who's swallowed in the backfield. One of the guys getting the hit is, of course, number 13, Kane Thompson of the Broncos. That's going to be a loss of about 3 after the toss to Danny Daniel. And so Broncos defense just trying to put some hurt on these Ely running backs. And they certainly did with that loss of 4 is what they're saying on the scoreboard here. I had 3. I wanted to be nice, but they're saying 4. So Ely 2nd and 14 to go. Hard count. It's Danny Daniel in motion. It's going to try and go for the reverse, and that time it's going to be number 55, fresh coming back from an injury. That is Andrew Ide, my apologies. Andrew Ide getting the tackle for loss that time. They went one way, it was a tackle for loss by Kane Thompson. They went the other way, and it was a tackle for loss by Andrew Ide. Broncos defense really doing a solid job setting the edge against this Ely offensive line. Ely keeping the same package in this upcoming offensive attempt. 3rd and long to go. May go into the air, or they may try and continue pounding the rock. It's a handoff up the middle to Elke. He breaks one tackle. He's got some open space. He's going to get a solid gain, but that won't be enough for the first down. That's going to be 4th and 4 to go, but solid effort there. He gets a gain of 10 on the handoff up the middle. So Ely, while able to drive, so actually 9, gain of 9 for Elke. And I think, because Ely set up on the 50-yard line, but it looks like they may be going for it on 4th and 5. Clock is ticking now, 6:40 left in quarter number 1. Broncos up by a touchdown. Ely going for it on 4th and 5. Hard count. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to try and drive the pile. I guess their own version of the tush push. Wait, look at this. Number 21, Max Brandreit. He's open down the field, and that is a quarterback keeper that was meant to just be going for a first down, but Ely's going to take it all the way down the field. That is a Timberwolves touchdown. What a way to respond there. A play that looked like it wasn't going to be much. Maybe it could have been a great chance for the first down, and somehow Brandreit, the quarterback, the junior quarterback, ends up taking it all the way down the field. A 50-yard touchdown run for the junior. And we have ourselves a potential tied game here. 7-6, Broncos up by 1, 6:20 left in quarter number 1. And Ely looks like they could be going for it for the 2-point conversion. So Timberwolves going for 2. Not much to say about formation there because they're keeping the same thing. Tight wing, 2-wing formation in motion is... Oh, they actually go for a pass, and I think that was caught. Yes, it was. That pass intended and caught by number 14. Leo McCraw, who gets the 2-point conversion. And what a play by Ely. Broncos heavy run commit, and that leads to a 8-7 lead for the Ely Timberwolves. Broncos now looking to try and respond on offense now with their upcoming possession. And I can hear Coach Kostick, the Bronco defensive coordinator, yelling at the team from here. He is certainly not happy, and you know what? He shouldn't be happy about that. That is a play that you do not want to give up. 4th and 5, a quarterback sneak, and somehow he's able to break it for a 50-yard touchdown run. So Broncos now, they got to respond, and they got to respond explosively in this next possession. And so kicking for the Timberwolves, from the looks of it, it's going to be number 14, the tight end, Leo McCraw. Back deep to return for the Broncos is number 44, Carson Crandall, and number 83, number 83, Gray Shikowski. And also back there to return is number 14, Huxley Hergis. Now, normally it's Zach Uso and Kingston Jean back there to return, but Uso, as Coach said, he's trying to nurse him up a little, try and not have him take too many hits, and Kingston Jean is out with an illness. That's going to be Huxley catching it. He's going to get the return. He's taking it to the right, and he's going to break it. And Huxley Hergis down the far sideline. He could have a hole. He's going to be taken just past the 30-yard line. Huxley Hergis, his first career return. He's going to take it deep into Ely territory. What a statement by the kid. Shout out to Huxley Hergis. What a play. Man, that one got me fired up. Broncos now, seems like their offense is going to be certainly fired up as well going onto the field. Looks like they're going to say he was down at the 30-yard line exact. Huxley Hergis. What a play by the kid. You know what? Much kudos to him. That got me so excited. Only a freshman, too, man. That gets me even more excited. A freshman making that kind of play. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Broncos now. Hayden Swenson going under center. Kane Thompson, the fullback. Carson Crandall, the I-back. It's going to be a handoff to Crandall up the middle. He's going to get barely a gain, maybe call it 1 yard. So he's just absolutely swallowed up by the defensive line. So that's going to be a 2nd and 1 to go for the Broncos. Less than 6 minutes left. We're past the halfway point of quarter number 1. Broncos offense looking to capitalize off of a huge return by Huxley Hergis. What a great play by the freshman. I can't get over that, man. Broncos, they go trips to the far side, bunched. Crandall motioned outside, and it's going to be a handoff to Crandall. He's going to take it up the field. Crandall's got a space. He could get more. He's going to get the first down. He was tripped up just past the first, around the 15-yard line, so call it a 14-yard gain for Carson Crandall. Like I said, he's obviously going to be getting the brunt of the handoffs for the Broncos after Kingston Jean's injury. And so I'm sure Crandall, while gonna probably needing some rest between snaps, he's probably not too upset about getting all these reps for International Falls. Shotgun formation, duos on both sides. Crandall motioned outside as he was lined up to the left of Swenson. Swenson drops back, throws it deep to the end zone, looking for Kane Thompson. High point, Kane Thompson brings it down. That's a 15-yard touchdown reception for the senior Kane Thompson. Broncos respond immediately. 13-8 lead for the Broncos now here in quarter number 1. If Ely plays their cards right, this could be a slugfest between the two teams here. Broncos, it looks like they're keeping their offense out there, so they could be going for 2 as well. They recognize that Ely's not afraid to go for it, so they're not going to be afraid to go for it. There go trips to the far side. Carson Crandall lined up to the right of Swenson in shotgun. Swenson's going to roll to the right. Quick toss to Zach Uso. He gets a 2-point conversion. And Broncos are now up by 7, 15-8. on the PCA scoreboard with 4:59 left on the clock. And that Broncos is going to be leading on the PCA scoreboard. What a play. Throw to the end zone to Kane Thompson. That one had a lot of airtime on there. Swenson with all kinds of faith in his tight end / wide receiver / fullback / running back / whatever you want the kid to be. He was playing left tackle last week. Come on now. Kane Thompson, what a kid, man. What a great senior. You can tell that he's a big part of this offense. Hayden Swenson, another big component of this offense, and I think this Broncos team is definitely starting to find that rhythm that they were needing, and so hopefully they can keep it. Defense out, needing to get a big stop here. They need to make sure that Ely doesn't think that they have a chance in this game if they want to stay the dominant team here. So Bronco kickoff goes out there. Getting ready, of course, Gray Schikowski going to be the one kicking it for International Falls. Deep to return for Ely is number 9, Sean Merriman, and number 23, Jesse Elke. Couple of the senior leaders on the team, or senior and junior leaders, sorry. Sean Merriman is a junior. Elke, the senior. And here comes the Broncos kickoff. Schikowski's going to kick it deep and to the left. Ely going left to right. It's Elke with the return, and he's going to be tackled. And some kicking going on there in the pile. That was number 78 of the Broncos getting the tackle there. Excuse me. Jackson Krotzka, the right tackle and defensive tackle as well for the Broncos. And Krotzka is only a junior. So the Broncos... Coach Kosh is going to be really happy to have him for one more year. Broncos line up, 5-man front, tight wing formation for the Timberwolves. 4:53 left. It's going to be a handoff to number 7, Danny Daniel, and he's going to get tackled around the line of scrimmage. Carson Crandall comes up with the ball, but the refs are still going to give the possession, but I see Danny Daniel still down on the grass. So... looks like they're going to real quick check on him and make sure he's okay, and that's going to be a great chance to take a quick ad break here. We're going to listen to some of our sponsors. You are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and on YourLiveEvent.com from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box.
Looking for a college close to home that prepares you for tomorrow? Rainy River, Minnesota North College of International Falls is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're starting your degree, preparing to transfer, or training for a career, Rainy River offers affordable tuition, small class sizes, and personal attention from dedicated faculty. Stay local while reaching your goals and save thousands in the process. Rainy River, Minnesota North College of International Falls. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Learn more at minnesotanorth.edu.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevy with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge-Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Looking for a college close to home that prepares you for tomorrow? Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're starting your degree, preparing to transfer, or training for a career, Rainy River offers affordable tuition, small class sizes, and personal attention from dedicated faculty. Stay local while reaching your goals and save thousands in the process. Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Learn more at minnesotanorth.edu.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge-Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Also, welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. We are live here from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. I'm very sorry about the extended break that we had, but I am very unfortunate to say that they did have to bring out a stretcher for Danny Daniel. They are about to cart him off the field. So this is my chance to let you guys know. Just keep him in your prayers. Hopefully it is nothing more serious than just a concussion or anything minor, but just, keep him in your prayers. Hopefully, hope for the best for Danny Daniel. It's really unfortunate to see. I know he was down there for a while, and when I saw Rick, the athletic director for International Falls, Ringhofer, on the phone. That's kind of when you realize it was bad, and the realization of how bad is when you see the stretcher going out on the field. So definitely keep Danny Daniel in your thoughts. Really do not want to see this to any player, especially this early in the season. So really hopeful to see him back out there and back in action. And so current score right now, 4:40 left in quarter number one. Broncos leading 15-8 against Ely Timberwolves. Broncos were able to answer very quickly. They've been having some very, very huge and very fast-paced drives against this Ely Timberwolves defense. Ely, they ended up getting a break after a really solid 50-yard touchdown run by their quarterback, Max Brandwright, the junior, who is also a linebacker for the team. And so Ely now looking to try and answer back once again and hopefully get back within a close game here. And so they are still checking on Danny Daniel, the running back, number 7, who was injured on the play. It looks like, I'm guessing something bad might have happened on the tackle by Carson Crandall during that play. And so, yeah, just... I can't say this is the first time I've seen this happen at a high school football game. I've seen it happen plenty of times, but it's still, it hurts to see because these are still just a lot of kids who are, they're playing a game that they love, and so you don't want to see them get hurt, especially to this extent. So really, really hoping, praying that it is nothing too serious, and so hoping for also a really fast recovery for the kid as well. So we're going to go into another break here, and we'll be back when the action resumes on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and YourLiveEvent.com.
Looking for a college close to home that prepares you for tomorrow? Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're starting your degree, preparing to transfer, or training for a career, Rainy River offers affordable tuition, small class sizes, and personal attention from dedicated faculty. Stay local while reaching your goals and save thousands in the process. Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Learn more at minnesotanorth.edu.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. And another shout out to all of our other sponsors, such as the National Anthem sponsor, local VFW Post 2948. Join us for burger night and karaoke. And also our scoreboard update throughout the contest as PCA, or Packaging Corporation of America, wants to let you know the Broncos are leading 15-8 with 4:40 left in quarter number 1. And then our timeout sponsor for every timeout in this contest, officials timeouts, injury timeouts, and coaches timeouts, is Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen will take great care of you. And also our post-game player awards, as we have our Energy Player of the Game brought to you by Enbridge, and then we have our Player of the Game brought to you by Domino's. The Enbridge Player of the Game is going to be given to the player who has the most energetic, most explosive, most breathtaking play of the game, and the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game will of course go to the game MVP, and that Player of the Game brought to you by Domino's Pizza. If you're looking forward a quick and easy, delicious dinner, then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game. Or you can have it delivered, and so great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. And the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game will get a special t-shirt brought to you by Enbridge. And the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game will also get a free pizza from Domino's. And so now the two teams are taking the field. Ely is going to have the ball on their own 41-yard line. They're going to have a 2nd and 1, and Broncos defense hoping to try and keep Ely out of this game. Looks like they moved a couple players around. Number 23, who was the fullback, is now the wingback. And they moved number 11, Cooper Dostert, to the fullback position. That's going to be a toss intended for number 9, Sean Merriman. He's going to get a no gain on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 for Ely. Clock ticking now, just about 4 minutes left on the clock. 4:04 left in quarter number 1. Broncos lead 15-8 on the PCA scoreboard. Ely looking at a 3rd and long to go. Tight two-wing formation. Running back to the left is Merriman in motion. And the quarterback rolls out to the left trying to pass it, but the Broncos defense is in the backfield quickly. That's going to be a loss of about 2 or 3 to make it a sack and a 4th down and long to go. And it looks like a Bronco lost his helmet. Running off the field is number 67 of International Falls, Brennan McClanahan, who lost his helmet, so he's going to be out for a series. 4th and 11, so a loss of 2 after the QB rollout to the left. And Ely, you know what? I'll give them much credit because they're going for it on 4th and 11. Clock ticking, 3 minutes left in quarter number 1. Ely with the ball. Long distance to go. Last time they went for a QB sneaker with 4th and 1. They're going to drop back to pass. And Brandwright is going to instead run to the left. He breaks one tackle. He's going to try and break another, but instead he's going to be out of bounds. A 6-yard run. But sadly, that's also going to be turnover on downs. And the International Falls Broncos are going to get the ball with 2:53 left in the quarter. And they're going to be in Ely territory, ideal for the Broncos, on the Ely 45-yard line. And so Broncos now, offense out on the field. Looks like they're going to do their usual spread shotgun formation. Carson Crandall, lined up to the right of Hayden Swenson. On the far side is Zach Uso and Nick Schultz. Carson Crandall in motion to shuffling outside. Quick throw down the middle to Zach Uso. He's going to break one tackle, run to the outside, cut back in, breaks another, but that's a fumble. And so Ely's going to take it right back after the fumble by Zach Uso. And so that could be the momentum shift that the Timberwolves were wanting in this game. Zach Uso refusing to go down, but sadly that did lead to the fumble, so now it's going to be 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line. Ely gets a fresh start on this drive after the last one. 2:42 left in quarter number 1. Timberwolves down by 7. They're going to break the huddle. Once again, under center is number 21, Max Brandwright. Hard count. In motion is Elke. It's going to be a toss to Elke to the left, but he's going to be tackled in the backfield. I'm seeing number 78 of the Broncos. Excuse me. Aiden Lehman. And number 13, of course, Kane Thompson, also in the backfield for International Falls. And so that's going to be a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 after the toss to Elke gets blown up by the Broncos. So Broncos defensive line doing their job. Now about 2 minutes left in quarter number 1 on the PCA scoreboard. Ely breaks the huddle. 2nd and 14, 2-wing formation. Hard count. It's Elke in motion again. Fakes the toss. Goes back to pass. And that could be a face mask. And no flag on the play. So somehow, Emmett Olson not called for the face mask. And I hate to say it, but how was that not called? I feel like that should have been called. But either way, that's going to be another loss on the play. Now 3rd and forever to go. 3rd and 9 on their own 30-yard line. Ely in a bit of trouble with the 3rd and 19. And quick timeout called by head coach Gerson of the Timberwolves. 1:16 on the clock after the Service Master timeout. And as you guys know, Service Master sponsors every timeout called throughout the contest. And for a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen will take great care of you. And that's going to be a very quick timeout, almost like they didn't call it at all. So, minute 18 left in quarter number 1. Ely, with 1 timeout left in the quarter, they put him back in motion, and that's going to be an early go. That's a false start by Cooper Dostert, the fullback. It was the It was Sean Merriman in motion, and Dostert ended up jumping the gun a little too early there. And I hate to say it. Because I know technically I'm with the home team here, but I do think Emmett Olson definitely escaped a face mask, and that would have been an automatic first down for Ely. So Ely Timberwolves, sadly, luck not on their side, as we have less than a minute left here in quarter number 1. 50 seconds left. Ely breaks the huddle now. 3rd and 24 to go. 45 seconds. Elke in motion. Gonna fake the toss. Goes back to pass. Throws it to Dostert, who's wide open to the far side. He breaks 1 tackle. He's going to get a solid gain. And that's going to be, sadly, not enough for the first down. That's going to be a 4th down and still a long ways to go for the Timberwolves. It looks like he got out of bounds. So clock will stop at 30 seconds in the first quarter. And so he was down at the 30-yard line. So back to, a 5-yard gain, a pass to number 11, the fullback Dostert. Fourth and 19 to go. Ely is going to go back to punt. And that's going to be a short punt, or actually, no, never mind. That was actually a pretty solid punt. Gets a nice bounce, rolls just past the Broncos' 35-yard line, so they're going to be at the 34. 19 seconds left in quarter number 1. Broncos up 15-8 as they get ready for the next possession. It was a fumble that ended their last possession after a quick throw down the middle to Zach Uso. Zach Uso looking to get redemption. Broncos looking to have another big drive down the field. The Broncos, they've had some pretty solid possessions. So far, this is the first time that the Broncos have been set up in their own territory to start a drive, though. And so let's see what they do with it. pistol formation, or no, two-back I formation, two receivers to the near side. Kane Thompson at fullback. Hand off to Carson Crandall. He's going to break outside, then back inside. Breaks another tackle. Carson Crandall still going, and he's going to get a solid gain of about 18 on the play there. Carson Crandall, he is going to be the main running back for the Broncos offense with Kingston Jean out of the game. Originally, the plan at the beginning of the season was to have a two-back offensive playbook, switching between Carson Crandall and Kingston Jean. And then some injuries happened, and then a sickness happened, and so now we only have one back. But we're going to have to wait until the second quarter to resume this Broncos drive. Carson Crandall ending that with an 18-yard run for a first down, and we're going to get ready for quarter number 2 here. You are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on yourliveevent.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Getting ready for quarter number 2. The Broncos are going to start with the ball in Ely territory at the Ely 46-yard line. It was a 18-yard run by Carson Crandall, the starting running back for the Broncos, who ended the first quarter. Broncos offense looking to bounce back after fumbling in their last possession. And so fumbles were actually a pretty big factor in the Broncos' loss last week to the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels, as they had 3 in almost back-to-back possessions to start the second half. So Broncos looking to put that behind them. Under center, two back, Swenson dropping back. He's going to throw it deep to the right side. That's Nick Schultz, wide open, gets the catch. He's still going, though. Nick Schultz makes another, but he's going to be tripped up at the 5-yard line. But that's Nick Schultz with a great catch. High hang time, and he still makes the play and puts the Broncos in first and goal with 11:49 left in quarter number 2. A huge play there from the 46 all the way to the 5-yard line. A 41-yard gain for Nick Schultz. Hayden Swenson looking to try and have a repeat of another 300-yard passing game. Leading rusher for the Broncos is number 44, Carson Crandall, who's had all the carries this game with 40 already. Broncos in the red zone. They're going to go shotgun. Carson Crandall to the right of Swenson. Motions Kane Thompson inward. It's going to be a handoff to Crandall, but he ended up accidentally running into Kane Thompson, the blocker who was being motioned inward. Ended up accidentally running into the back and knocking him forward a little, so he still got positive gain on the play. Went from the 5-yard line to around the 2-yard line from the looks of it. Sorry, that was a little funny there. So Crandall still gets a positive gain on the play. And so 11 minutes left, same formation. Duos on the right and left. It's going to be a handoff to Crandall up the... Oh, no, Swenson keeps it. Rolls to the right. Quick toss, and that's going to be Nick Schultz. He's the one who had the big play that got them within the 5-yard line, and now he's going to get a touchdown. That's Nick Schultz' second touchdown of the year, first of the game. And now with 10:53 left, Broncos are up by 21-8. Here in quarter number 2, Broncos looking to try and find their mojo in this game, and what a great game to do so. And I don't know why I always keep the light on in the booth up here, because actually it's harder to see with the light on, apparently. It's the weirdest thing to me. Broncos going for 2. They go duos to the far side. Kane Thompson in a wing. It's going to be an option. No, shovel pass to Kane Thompson, who runs into the end zone and gets the 2-point conversion. International Falls Broncos now up 23-8 against the Ely Timberwolves after the shovel pass to Kane Thompson to get the 2-point conversion. So Broncos, they're showing they're also not afraid to go for 2 against the Timberwolves. And what a play by the Broncos. First, it was a 41-yard deep ball to Nick Schultz, and that was capped off by a 2-yard touchdown pass to Schultz. A nice little dump ball to Schultz on what was a play action rollout to the right by Hayden Swenson, the senior quarterback who is having himself quite the senior year to start. Again, 337 yards against Moose Lake Willow River, and he's looking to repeat those numbers. Maybe try and ease it up because now it looks like they're starting to have a bit of a running game here. The running game was a big part of last year's Broncos offense, and now they're looking to have a repeat this year as well. Back deep to return for the Timberwolves is number 9, Sean Merriman, and number 23, Jesse Elke. Kicking for the Broncos, number 83, Gray Shikowski. Shout out to my cameraman, doing a great job getting all the beautiful scenery of International Falls, George Frake. And our press box is brought to you by Rainy River, Minnesota North College Campus. Thank you, Rainy River, for being the sponsor. Stay tuned for our post-game show where we give away our Energy Player of the Game brought to you by Enbridge and our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. It's Elke with a return. He's going to lower his shoulder and try and bring the boom to Huxley. He's going to be swallowed up, but not before getting a gain all the way to the 40, and we could get a personal foul against the Broncos. It does look like that is going to be against the Broncos. A lot of tackling still going on after the whistle. Or no, it looks like it was actually against Elke as he is frustrated. And so he needs one. And so his teammate, Leo McCrow, shout out to him. He's doing a good job keeping his teammate in check and preventing him from making the penalty worse. That's a personal against him? I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be with the home team here, but I feel like that should have been an unnecessary roughness against the Broncos. I really do. But Ely, after a solid return by Elke, that's going to get pushed back to the 25-yard line now after the 15-yard personal foul. As I guess Elke was a little too heated coming up from the pile after the Broncos were still tackling him after the whistle. And so I can understand the kid's frustration, especially when he learned the foul was against him. Our referees are still having a discussion here. And so now they're going to get ready to go. Actually, no, we have one referee going over to the sideline. It looks like the officials are the ones now having a discussion among each other. So this has been a game for sure. So far, it's been a very interesting game so far. It looks like we're going to get a ruling from our main referee as he hobbles over. And so actually what's happening is instead of it being 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, they're making it a 1st and 25 at the 5. I'm sorry. I need to be chill. I need to respect the referee's decision, but I can't respect this. I am actually very against this call. But so Timberwolves in a very tricky situation, 1st and 25 on their own 25-yard line. And that's going to be a false start by the tight end, McCraw. And so that bad situation becomes even worse as the false start is going to push them back even farther. Another 5 yards, make it 1st and 30. So Ely Timberwolves in a lot of trouble right now. And the dirty laundry has not been doing them any favors in this drive, their first drive of the second quarter. Ball on their own 25-yard line, 1st and 30 to go. And Ely in a bit of a hole here. Tight two-wing formation. Still going for the hard count. Motion is Elke. It's going to be a reverse to Merriman. He's going to get tackled quick. A gain of about 1 to 2 yards for the Timberwolves, making it 2nd and 29. Merriman on the carry for the Timberwolves. Much credit to them. They've been doing a good job spreading the love among all their running backs. And so Ely really needing to find a break here. They're really needing to get a score. They cannot let the Broncos get the mojo in this game, especially in the second quarter. 23-8, 10 minutes left on the clock for our PCA scoreboard. Ely puts Merriman in motion. It's going to be a toss to the right to Merriman. He's going to cut it up the middle, and he's tackled in the backfield. That's Kane Thompson. Kane Thompson, he's one of the leading tacklers for the Broncos. Last year, he had over 100 tackles and led the state of Minnesota for linebackers, and that led to him being voted as the top linebacker in the state of Minnesota by, I believe it was Prep Spotlight that voted. So 3rd and 28. Left to go. Merriman able to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. 9:25 left in the quarter. 2-wing tight formation for Ely. 5-man front by the Broncos. It looks like they had a blitzer showing. It's going to be a handoff to the fullback up the middle. That's number 11, Cooper Dostard. And that's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. And 4th and 28 to go still. Ely, unfortunately, likely to have to punt it, as they send number 69, Jaden Zemke, their punter, back. So now Ely looking to try and get themselves some space here. Got to be careful, though. Carson Crandall, kind of taken after his older brother, is quite the dangerous return man. Punt is going to go deep into the, short to the right. That goes out of bounds just past the Ely 30-yard line, call it the 31-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Broncos. And interesting thing to point out here, the Broncos have only had one drive that started in their own territory. So far, almost every single drive they've had that followed was in Ely territory. And so that is obviously ideal for the Broncos in this game, as they are currently leading 23-8. 8:37 left on the clock for the PCA scoreboard. And another thank you to Rainy River, Minnesota North College, who sponsors our press box. Trips to the right, Crandall to the left in motion, drops back to pass. Swenson's going to try and go in the pocket, and he's going to throw it, and that's picked up, by Zach Uso, who's able to get around. For a second, it looked like Hayden Swenson might have been in trouble of getting in a sack. I saw him sidearm it, and I couldn't tell who was there. I didn't see Zach Uso because of all the bodies, but that led to a nice first down carry. So Broncos take it from the 31 all the way to Ely's 20-yard line. A solid 11-yard gain by Zach Uso, who last year was wearing number 27. This year, he's wearing number 3. Bunches to the right. Zach Uso in motion. Swenson drops back to pass. He's going to throw it deep to the end zone, looking for Zach Uso, and that's a catch and a touchdown for your International Falls Broncos. Hayden Swenson getting the crowd fired up. He has 4 touchdowns already in this game, and he's throwing it to 4 different receivers, and he's showing love to all of his teammates. Hayden Swenson, the senior, having himself a game here today. 4 touchdowns in quarter number 1. Broncos looks like they're lining up to kick the field goal. It's been a while since we've seen the Broncos kick the field goal. 8:21 left in quarter number 2. Broncos up 29-8, looking to make it 30-8 with this kick by Gray Schikowski. Hayden Swenson, the senior quarterback, again. What a great quarterback Swenson is, and that is up and good. Gray Schikowski gets the kick in, and that's now 30-8. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard. You're listening and watching live on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on YourLiveEvent.com. And as you guys know, every timeout in this game is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. And before the game, we had a national anthem, which is brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. I want to give another special shout out to George Frake, who is my cameraman today. Thank you so very much, George. And another special shout out to the marching band. That's right. International Falls once again has a marching band. They went a couple years without one, and they have one again. And I got to say, they've been killing it today. They've been doing a great job. So shout out to the Bronco marching band. And so now Gray Schikowski kicked the extra point, and now he's getting ready to kick the kickoff. Deep to return is Elke and Merriman for the Timberwolves. So Gray Shikowski waiting for the whistle. There it is. And I like how in sync the Broncos are with doing the clap before the kick. Nice kick. That goes to Merriman. He breaks one tackle. He's going to try and cut out to the inside. Said he's going to get swallowed up by a whole bunch of Bronco tacklers. Looked like the main one getting in on it was Carson Crandall, the starting running back for International Falls. 8:12 to go. Ely's going to be set up on their 35-yard line, or just short. Yep, on their 35-yard line. Looking to try and refresh after their previous down. Broncos' defensive line has been solid after giving up that 50-yard touchdown run by the junior quarterback, Max Brandwright. Ely breaks the huddle. And as always, they have the tight two-wing formation. Hard count. Merriman in motion. It's going to be a toss to the right to Merriman. He's going to try and cut up the field. He breaks one tackle, but he's going to only get a yard on the gain. Of course, the usual suspects in on the tackle, the defensive line, and Kane Thompson. So just assume Kane Thompson's going to be in on a majority of these tackles. The starting senior linebacker is always in on the tackle. That's why he's one of the leading tacklers, and we're going to get a timeout called by Ely. They use their second timeout of the game. So Ely has one timeout left here, 7:49 left in quarter number 2. And as you guys know, this timeout is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home that is professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. Again, make sure you stay tuned for our post-game show where I will be awarding our energy player of the game, which I will give to the player who has the most energetic and most exciting play of the game. It's really tough. And of course, our Domino's Pizza player of the game as well. And the player of the game brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's with more than just pizza. Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game or have it delivered. So great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. Ely, 2nd and 9. Hard count. It's going to be a handoff to the fullback, Dostert. He's going to try and run up the field. He'll get a gain of about 2. Or actually, no, make it a gain of about 3. He'll be just short of the 40, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 to go for Ely. Clock ticking. 7:30 left in quarter number 2. Broncos up 30-8 on the PCA scoreboard. And I hear one coach yelling a lot, and I'm assuming it's Coach Koschik. He has quite the voice, and so you know he is a great defensive coordinator. 3rd and 5 for the Timberwolves. Kane Thompson moves to the left side. Looks like he's going to show blitz to the left. It's going to be a quarterback keeper trying to repeat their success early, and stopped just short of the first down. The quarterback keeper by Max Brandwright. It looks like they were trying to get another 50-yard run, but it looked like he was short, though, but I have one judge saying that he got it, and they could be giving it. Yes, that will be an Ely first down. So the 5-yard run by the junior quarterback gets the Ely first down, and so that's going to stop the clock temporarily at 6:40. 6:35 left in quarter number 2. Ely with the ball. They get the first down, and now they're going to keep trying to drive the ball. Tight two-wing formation. Timberwolves trying to get the momentum they've been wanting. Merriman in motion. It's going to be a toss to the right to Merriman. He's going to try and cut it inside. Broncos, special shout out to that Bronco defensive line, especially the edge rushers. They have been containing all of these sweeps. They've been trying their best to get their guys outside and give them some room to run, but it just hasn't been working. So it's been having to go for these runs up the middle. And so those are probably going to be the keys to trying to come back in this one for Ely. 5:50 left in quarter number 2. Broncos up 30-8 against the Timberwolves. And Ely just trying to get back in this game. It's already a 3-possession lead for the Broncos. Tight, 2-wing. In motion is Elke. It's going to be a toss to the left by Elke and hit in the backfield by 1 and 2. And now it's finally going to be Nick Schultz who stops him at the line of scrimmage. And Nick Schultz is going to be the one to end the play with a 3rd and 10 now. He was, much credit to him, he was hit in the backfield twice. First, it was Huxley Hergis who got the first initial hit. Then there was another Bronco who followed. I believe it was a defensive lineman. And then it was Nick Schultz who was closing out the play with the final tackle right at the line of scrimmage. So special shout out to those first 2 Broncos getting the hit, getting in the end zone and slowing the play down. As Elke, he probably could have taken that far if he was able to get the edge sooner. So now 3rd and 10 to go for the Timberwolves. 4:45 left in quarter number 2. In motion is Merriman. And it's going to be a handoff and fumbled on the handoff. Tried to do a quick run up the gut by Cooper Dostert, the fullback. But instead, that's going to be a fumbled handoff and a loss of 1. 4th and 11 for Ely with clock still ticking. 4:20 left in quarter number 2. Broncos up 30-8, and it looks like they're going to put the punting team out there. Jaden Zemke deep to punt for the Timberwolves. Returning for the Broncos, number 44, Carson Crandall. High snap. It's going to be a punt to center. Crandall picks it up, and not sure if he called the fair catch or not, but I'm guessing he didn't. He was probably hoping to make the play, but he was just too low, and that's going to lead to the Bronco down at their own 30-yard line. Second time in this game that the Broncos have been in their own territory to start a drive. 4:02 left in quarter number 2. Broncos with the ball. They show shotgun. Crandall to the right of Swenson. Duos to the right and left. 1st and 10 on the 30. Crandall motioned outside. It's going to be a handoff to Crandall. He's going to have all kinds of open space. Crandall running down the center, cuts it inside, going down the field. He's finally taken down just past the Timberwolves 40-yard line. And what a carry by Ely. And we're going to get a flag on the play. So some more dirty laundry, hopefully for the sake of the Timberwolves, not against Ely. So a 31-yard carry by Carson Crandall. Or excuse me, 30. I gave him an extra yard. I wanted to be nice. Crandall having himself quite the game, though. 3:53 left in quarter number 2. Our referees delegating now. What it is they're delegating, I'm not too sure. But there was dirty laundry on the field. Something was called. We're going to finally get the ruling here. Face mask called against the Timberwolves, so a 30-yard gain becomes 15 more for the Broncos after the face mask. And so International Falls is going to start on the Timberwolves 35-yard line. No, 25-yard line. Excuse me. My math was off there. That is my bad. Hey, there's a reason why I'm in radio and I'm not a math major. So that was just terrible math on my part. And so with the penalty, with it being a personal foul as well with the face mask, the clock is going to be running. 3:45 left. Crandall, nope, doesn't get the hand. No, it's going to be a draw play. Crandall does get the handoff, but the defensive line, much credit to them. They pick up on it quickly. It's just going to be a gain of about 1 for Crandall. That is the first. So far, most of Crandall's run, actually, no, a gain of about 0. Carson Crandall having himself a game, 73 yards on the play. So far, his only touchdown has been in the air. A little dump pass for 3 yards, from Swenson. And so Crandall looking to try and get some pay dirt in on the ground. Swenson goes under center. Crandall, the one back. Kane Thompson goes in motion. It's going to be a toss to the left to Crandall. Open space. He likely has the first down, and he's still trying to go. And that's going to be a gain of about 11 as he goes out of bounds. 2:58 left in the quarter. Carson Crandall gets himself a first down with an 11-yard run. Stopped just around the 15-yard line with the first down. And so that's now a first down for the Broncos in the red zone. Clock still ticking. I guess Crandall didn't get out of bounds. I thought he was tackled out of bounds, but I guess the ref blew the whistle before. 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. Under center, Crandall in the backfield. Fakes, play action. Swenson throws it. That's just out of reach. I think he might have been going for either Nick Schultz in the end zone or Zach Yuso, who was a little bit shorter down the field, but that was just out of reach. And he got very lucky, the safety for the Timberwolves. I'm trying to see his number. Number 9, Sean Merriman. He was almost right there to get, he could have been there to get an interception, but luckily for the Broncos, it was out of reach for both Yuso and Merriman. Swenson hands it off to Crandall. Crandall's going to run it up the middle, and Crandall finds some space outside. That is an International Falls Broncos touchdown by number 44, Carson Crandall. He has been looking for that all day, and now he's got it, and he is just 1 yard short of breaking 100 yards in this game. Carson Crandall gets 2 touchdowns so far in the contest. A nice, solid gain of 15 to get into the end zone and get a 36-8 lead over the Timberwolves. Gray Schakowsky to kick for the Broncos. Look like we got a little bit of a light sprinkle, but it seems like it's stopped now, so that's nice to see. But it is still cold as hell. Kick by Schakowsky. Up and good. Now it's a 37-8 game. Broncos leading by 31 points with 2:24 left in the quarter and left in half number 1. And what a play by the Broncos on the PCA scoreboard. Once again, 37-8 lead. And I did my math wrong. Again, it's actually a 29-point lead. This bad math is just really starting to irk me a little. I got to do better. But you get the point. PCA scoreboard says 27-8 lead for the Broncos. And 2:24 left. We'll see the 2-minute drill for the Timberwolves, looking to get their offensive going once again. And special shout out to our Service Master, who sponsors every timeout in the contest. And special shout out, and very special shout out actually, to all the people going around in buckets here at Stuart Nordquist Field. For those of you who don't know, the Broncos started this very special tradition at their football games called touchdowns and turnovers. Every time there's a touchdown or a turnover for the Broncos, they end up passing a bucket around everyone at the stadium, and that bucket is to collect money, to raise money for whatever cause was picked by the Broncos. Return is going to be by number 1, the tight end, Kyle Merhar. And there's a flag on the field. He broke 1 tackle. He made a nice play. Yeah, I will give him credit, because he ended up catching a muffed kick by Sean Merriman and tried to make a play out of it. And it looks like the penalty is against Ely. And blocking the back, so that's going to be a loss of about 10. So much for the progress for Ely. And they are really hurting themselves with these penalties. They have been in all kinds of trouble with them. Timberwolves going to start on the 22-yard line in their own territory. 1st and 10. And so 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line. They break the huddle, getting ready. Looks like they put Elke back at fullback, and it looks like the wingback is number 4, Sawyer Hegman. In motion is Merriman. Handoff up the middle to Elke, and he's going to get a really great gain of about 7 yards there. So Ely trying to put some of their playmakers back in the positions that they want them at. And now we have a Bronco down on the field. And now he's back up, so he is A-OK. I think that was Carter Line who was down. So Timberwolves trying to get their offense going. 2-minute drill. I think they need to have a lot more urgency here because we're already at 1:40 left, and they are on their 30-yard line. So they have, if my math is correct, which apparently lately it hasn't been, they have 70 yards to go in now less than 1:30 in quarter number 2. A score here could be big for Ely going into the halftime. In motion is number 4, Hegman. It's a handoff to Elke once again up the middle. He'll get a gain, and he's going to get dropped just past the 35-yard line. So call it a 6-yard gain for Helke. So now Helke, he's starting to get some traction here after being slowed down for some time. And so Ely looking to have some momentum now. Starting to pick things up here, but they have less than a minute left in quarter number 2, and this is supposed to be a 2-minute drill, which usually means urgency. So let's go, let's go. I think they're also trying to run the clock out and just not let the Broncos have the ball. I think that might be another factor in this. It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle by Max Brandreit. He'll get a gain of about 4 after the QB keep. So 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5 actually. They gave him an extra yard on the carry. So 2nd and 5 to go, and Ely might try and have one more play with 10 seconds left in quarter number 2. This is definitely going to be the last play of the half. It's going to be a toss, fumbled, and that's going to be Kane Thompson getting a personal foul. And what are you doing, my guy? Sawyer Hegman fumbled the snap, fell on it, and then while he was on the ground, Kane Thompson went ahead and still laid the boom while he was on the ground and already a dead play. And so that's going to be a personal foul and an automatic first down for Ely. They're going to get it on their own 48-yard line. So we're going to see if Ely tries to make something out of this situation, or a 47-yard line, excuse me. So 1st and 10, 5 seconds left in quarter number 2, halftime 5 seconds away. And also 5 seconds away is our first ever halftime show by the marching band, who, just recently got reinstated. So that's going to be really cool to see. So 5 seconds left. Automatic first down. Ely does have one timeout left. And so Timberwolves will indeed... Oh, no, actually, no. It's going to be the Broncos calling a timeout. So Broncos use their first timeout, not just of the half, but of the game, with 5 seconds left. And as you guys know, these timeouts are brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home that is professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And again, we are just about getting into... We are 5 seconds away from our halftime show, so stay tuned, you guys. And this has been quite the game so far. It has been a very, very interesting game so far. So I'm excited to see how this continues. Your Broncos are up 37-8. 29-point lead before halftime. But Ely is going to want a big, big final play of this last 5 seconds. So we might see them go for the Hail Mary. Maybe a trick play. Who knows? I don't know. Either way, Ely is going to get prepped and ready to go. Broncos are going to get into their prevent package for defense. And so Ely is still showing up in their wing tight formation. So Merriman in motion, toss to the right to Merriman. He's going to run up the field. He's going to find open space to the right. He's going to go down. He's already got a first down, and he's going to be tripped up by Carson Crandall, and that's going to be the end of quarter number 2, and that's going to take us into halftime. The Broncos lead at halftime, 37-8 over the Ely Timberwolves. And so why don't you guys stay tuned here as we're going to get ready for our halftime show. You are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and on YourLiveEvent.com. PCA scoreboard says Broncos 37, Timberwolves 8.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Looking for a college close to home that prepares you for tomorrow? Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're starting your degree, preparing to transfer, or training for a career, Rainy River offers affordable tuition, small class sizes, and personal attention from dedicated faculty. Stay local while reaching your goals and save thousands in the process. Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Learn more at minnesotanorth.edu.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Looking for a college close to home that prepares you for tomorrow? Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're starting your degree, preparing to transfer, or training for a career, Rainy River offers affordable tuition, small class sizes, and personal attention from dedicated faculty. Stay local while reaching your goals and save thousands in the process. Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Learn more at minnesotanorth.edu.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Here's a special treat for you guys, our first ever halftime show by the Bronco Marching Band. That's right, they got a marching band now. It's really, really great to see them come back, and so really excited for this first halftime show as they are performing. I'm going to give you a quick recap of that first half of football. It was messy, to say the least, for some time there. Broncos had a bit of a slow start there after a really solid opening drive stop against the Timberwolves. The Broncos would take a quick After a fumble on the opening drive for the Timberwolves, the Broncos would then take it solid 40 yards down the field and get their first score in just 3 plays. And then that was followed by the Timberwolves answering with a 50-yard quarterback keeper run all the way to the end zone, followed by a 2-point conversion. And then Ely was in the lead 8-7. Broncos would respond right back with another big drive. This time that was thanks to a huge return by Huxley Hergis, who was a freshman returner, filling in for Zach Uso and Kingston Jean, Zach Uso is getting limited touches on the field because of a shoulder injury, and Huxley Hergis is a freshman filling in for, Kingston Jean, who is out with an illness. And so Hergis took his freshman opportunity on the kick return, and he ran with it, and I mean ran with it. So kudos to him on that. And so now the Broncos ended up taking the lead 15-8 on the following possession. Ely would get stopped by the Broncos defense, who has been certainly lights out ever since. And then that was followed by, sadly, the Broncos getting stopped as well. And the Broncos had to wait until the second quarter before they got their next score on the board. And that was thanks to a touchdown pass over to number 2, Nick Schultz. And so the Broncos ended up taking the 23-8 lead because they ended up going for the 2-point conversion. And then after another stop by the Broncos, it would be a fumble by Zach Uso. That led to Ely possession, but sadly they couldn't get the ball going again. And then the Broncos were able to take it back, and then were able to extend their lead with a touchdown pass to Zach Uso that time. 20 yards touchdown to Uso. And so the Broncos ended up extending their lead once again, that time 30. And then the Broncos defense stayed tough, and they were able to get the ball back once more. And that time it would end up leading to a touchdown run for the Broncos by number 44, Carson Crandall, which, if my math is correct, and it's possible that it isn't, then he is 1 yard away from having a 100-yard game. So Carson Crandall having himself quite the game. He had the first touchdown of the game, actually, because I was actually wrong. It was a nice 3-yard dump pass to Crandall that led to the first touchdown for the Broncos. And then the Broncos would, and so Carson Crandall would also get a really great 15-yard touchdown score. And so, looking at it, make sure you guys stay tuned for our post-game show because we'll give away our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge, and then our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game, again, brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game or have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. And also, another thing to mention. Ely, I think a big part of their struggle has been the fact that their offense isn't fully complete. Sadly, number 7, their wingback, Daniel, had to leave the field on a stretcher after a toss that I'm assuming maybe just an awkward landing on a hit, perhaps. Not sure, but really, really, really hopeful for the best for the kid. Really hopeful that's nothing too serious, because obviously you never want to see a season-ending injury, let alone something that could carry over into other seasons as well. So really, really hoping for the best for the kid. And so the Timberwolves offense has kind of been missing some pieces. They've had to move a couple guys around, sub in some new guys. Elke started off as the fullback, then got moved to wingback, and then got moved back to fullback. And honestly, I think that's something that's working for this Ely offense. And so we're going to see what happens as we get ready for the second half. We have about 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in this halftime show. So you guys can continue enjoying the International Falls Marching Band in their first halftime performance of the year. So really excited to see them coming back. You're listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and also on YourLiveEvent.com. Special shout out to our sponsors, our national anthem sponsor, local VFW Post 2948, and our press box sponsor, Rainy River, Minnesota North College. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. And of course, our scoreboard updates throughout the contest is brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. And every timeout is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. We'll be back after the break.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Looking for a college close to home that prepares you for tomorrow? Rainy River, Minnesota North College of International Falls is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're starting your degree, preparing to transfer, or training for a career, Rainy River offers affordable tuition, small class sizes, and personal attention from dedicated faculty. Stay local while reaching your goals and save thousands in the process. Rainy River, Minnesota North College of International Falls. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Learn more at minnesotanorth.edu.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, We're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
And as the players are taking the field, we're getting ready for the end of our halftime show. And so once again, special shout out to the International Falls Marching Band making their grand return after a bit of a hiatus and then being brought back. So congratulations to them. Congrats on their first show back. And so really excited to see what they have in store for us for the rest of the season, because I do believe they're also performing at halftime. And I believe we're also going to have some other performances happening for that homecoming halftime show. And that's always a fun time. And so we have about 2 minutes left here. And so getting ready for half number 2. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard 37-8. And so I want to give another special shout out to all of our sponsors, such as our national anthem sponsor, local VFW Post 2948. Join us for Burger Night and karaoke, as well as our press box sponsor, Rainy River, Minnesota North College. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. And also, our scoreboard updates throughout the contest brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. And every timeout in the game is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And, of course, we have our post-game awards that we'll be giving out. Our Energy Player of the Game brought to you by Enbridge Incorporated, and that's going to be given to the player who had the most explosive play of the game. So far, you know what? I got to give it to the freshman, Huxley Hergis, who had that kick return, because what a way to make a statement as a freshman. Going out there, it's your first opportunity. You get the ball for the first time in your career, and you're going to take that for a huge kick return to put your team deep into enemy territory. That's amazing. So shout out to the kid so far. Unless something else happens in this game, it's going to him. I'm going to put that out there right now. And then I have a couple of really solid contenders for our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game, who's going to win that free pizza from Domino's. As you guys know, the Player of the Game is brought to you by Domino's, as I just said. And so if you're looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner, then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game, or you can have it delivered. And so great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. And so the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game is going to be getting a nice Enbridge t-shirt. And of course, as I just mentioned, the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game is going to be getting a free pizza. And so as the clock is finished ticking, we're going to get ready for our second half of play. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard 37-8. Absolute domination. Broncos scoring most of their touchdowns in that third quarter, taking huge advantage of a lot of turnovers and bad possessions by the Timberwolves. I will say that the Timberwolves playing with the refs not fully on their side, and also while dealing with some iffy discipline from the offensive line. There's been plenty of false starts happening by the Timberwolves offensive line. And so we're going to see if Coach got that checked out. Shoot at the players, give them a good old 1-2 of, hey, you got to lock in. You got to do better. All right, we got to stay in this one, you know. But it's going to have to start with the defense, though, because it's going to be the Broncos who's going to return to start this third quarter of play. So This is yours truly, Augie Schmidt here. I haven't even introduced myself until just now. Come on, we're just about entering the second half, and I haven't even introduced myself, but you already know who I am. I'm Augie Schmidt here live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on YourLiveEvent.com. Just about getting ready for the second half opening kickoff. Shout out to George Frake, my cameraman for today. Thank you so very much, taking a lot of stress off of my shoulders. And so wishing you well, man. Thank you so very much. And again, another shout out to the International Falls Marching Band as well. Going to kick for the Timberwolves is going to be number 14, Leo McCraw. He's also the tight end for the Timberwolves. And Ely is bringing a couple more guys in. It looks like a couple guys were late to go into the game. McCraw directing some traffic, deep to return, Carson Crandall, Huxley Hergis, and Gray Shikowski. Kick is going to go center, picked up again by Hergis. Hergis, hey, let's see if he finds success like last time. He's going to cut to the right, goes back to the left, and he's going to be tripped up just past the 35-yard line. He's going to be around the 36-yard line. So Broncos going to start in their own territory, 11:55 to go in quarter number 3. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard. We're at 37-8. I think Ely was more prepared that time for Huxley. They weren't ready for his speed the first time he got the ball. And so that time they're like, okay, let's be cautious of this guy. And so way to go for the kid trying to make a play again. I think he got a little too carried away trying to cut from one end of the field to the next. Broncos looks like they're going to show trips to the near side. Broncos now going left to right in the all purple. Ely right to left in the white helmets and jerseys and red pants. Under center, handoff to Carson Crandall up the middle. He's going to be tripped up. That's number 23, Elke, the senior captain, who gets the trip, and that's going to be a 2-yard gain for Carson Crandall. So he's now past 100 yards, make it 101 after that carry. 102 because it was a 3-yard carry for Crandall. 2nd and 7 for the Broncos. They go trips formation once more on the near side. On an island to the far side is Carter Line. Shotgun. Crandall to the right. Swenson drops back, throws it deep to Carter Line. Then he's on the run. Carter Line down the sideline. And that's Carter Line going all the way for an International Falls Broncos touchdown. 60 yards down the field. It was one fluid motion. Carter Line not even having to slow down to catch it. It's just mental connection there between quarterback and wide receiver, and what a play by the Broncos, getting on the board once again, making this a 43-8 game. Broncos trying to open this game wide open. They already got almost a 40-point margin here. They're going to be lining up for the kick. Gray Shikowski with the extra point for International Falls. What a play by the Broncos there, though. Like I said, just one fluid motion. Hayden Swenson just not even hesitating. He got the snap, took maybe a couple seconds to set his feet, threw it deep down the line, on the run, Carter Line. Shout out to the people who are watching and enjoying my commentary. Gray Shikowski up and good for the extra point. Broncos now up 44-8 on the PCA scoreboard with 11-12 left on quarter number 3, and Carter Line fired up after that play. He only had one other catch in the game, a 30-yard catch, and now he's at 90 yards on 2 catches. Carter Line, have yourself a game. Hayden Swenson, 5 touchdowns in the game, and so what a play by the senior quarterback, and I'm pretty sure he's already getting close to another 300-yard game here. We're going to continue watching as he goes, as the Broncos get ready for the upcoming field goal kick. Or excuse me, not field goal kick. They already kicked the field goal. Getting ready for the upcoming kickoff. Gray Shikowski, the one to kick it for the Broncos. Deep to return is number 9, Merriman, and number, I believe that is still number 1, Kyle Merhar. Shikowski's going to kick it deep in center. That's picked up by Merhar, the tight end, and he's going to take it down the middle. He'll be tackled. I think the initial hit for the Broncos might have been, I couldn't see. There's a huge pile going on. once again, it was Kane Thompson on cleanup. Initial hit by number 55. Andrew Ide of the Broncos. Ely is going to get the ball on their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10. 44-8 on the PCA scoreboard. And 11:06 on the clock. Tight wing formation. Broncos not showing blitz. In motion is Elke. He's going to get the toss to the left. He cuts it inside, and he'll get a gain of about 6 yards. So Broncos not able to stop the positive gain. So now 10:50 left. Elke with a 6-yard run. He's the leading rusher for the team if you don't count the 50-yard touchdown run by the quarterback. He's now at 33 yards in running. So 2nd and 4 to go for the Timberwolves. 10:30 left, clock ticking in quarter number 3. Timberwolves puts Merriman in motion. It's going to be a toss this time to Merriman going to the right, and he'll get wrapped up after a gain of about 3. I see Pablo Christensen, and I can't see the other one that was in on the tackle, but I know Pablo Christensen was in on it. And so that's Merriman with a gain of about 3. Hasn't seen the ball as much as his teammates have, as they are now 3rd and 2 to go. Maybe 3rd and 3. Either way, Ely driving the ball on their first drive of this 3rd quarter. Nothing changed much in formation. Ely puts Elke in motion. It's going to be a toss to the left to Elke. He's going to try and cut it back. Instead, he's tackled in the backfield. I see number 78 for International Falls in on the tackle, getting the stop. Number 78. I'm doing my best here. Jackson Krotska. He's been one of the key figures on that defensive line for the Broncos, getting a lot of the big hits in the backfield. So it's 4th and 4 to go, 9:10 left in quarter number 3. Broncos defense getting a stop. And so now with 4th and 3 to go, actually. I don't mean to correct the clock, but 4th and 3. It's going to be a handoff up the middle and does break a couple tackles. That's number 6 who got moved to fullback. And I don't seem to have his name. I'm guessing that's Kason Dostert, who got moved to fullback for Ely. And so he's going to get the first down, getting the carry up to the 49-yard line, a gain of about 9 on the play for number 6 of Ely. So Timberwolves driving the ball, so kudos to them, not giving up in the face of adversity. 8:30 left in quarter number 3. Ely with a first down on their own 49-yard line, just short of the 50. And that's going to be a handoff up the middle. Once again, that's Kason Dostert, excuse me. I think. I don't have this kid's number, so hopefully I'm not wrong here. But that's going to be a gain of 4 for Ely. So it's 2nd and 6 to go. They say 2nd and 7, okay. So it was actually a gain of about 3. Tight wing. Merriman in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep to the right. Merriman finds some open space. He's breaking a tackle. He's got the first down and then some. He's able to go out of bounds close to the Bronco 35-yard line. And so starting to get some more touches here. That was a gain of about 12 for Merriman. So 7:41 left in quarter number 3. Timberwolves with the ball. Handed off up the middle, and that's a whole swarm of purple jerseys surrounding the ball carrier. Looks like he will get positive gain, but not much. make it about 5-yard gain for the Timberwolves. 7:24, clock ticking. In quarter number 3, Broncos up 44-8 on the PCA scoreboard. Timberwolves are going right to left in their white helmets and red pants. Broncos left to right, purple jerseys and purple helmets and pants, purple everything. All purple. 7:05, Ely breaks the huddle, 2nd and 6 on the 31-yard line. Elke in motion, toss to the left to Elke, and he's going to get around the edge, and he's going to try and get some more. He'll be out of bounds, wrapped up by Huxley going out of bounds, and that's going to be a first down for the Timberwolves, a gain of, let's call it, from the 31. He was out around the 22, 23, okay. So that's going to be a 8-yard gain for Elke on the toss. So Timberwolves now with the 1st and 10 on the Bronco 23-yard line. This has been, so far, one of their more successful drives. Aside from this other scoring drive where their quarterback took a QB keeper 50 yards down the field, this has been the one drive where they've actually been driving. Merriman in motion, handoff up the middle to number 6. He's going to try and bounce off the bunch of Bronco tacklers, and that's going to be just a gain of about 1 or 2. We'll see where the referee places them. Looks like it's a gain of 2. So it's going to be a 2nd and 8 for the Timberwolves of Ely. 6:24 left in quarter number 3. 6:10 left in quarter number 3. Timberwolves with the ball, 2nd and 8. Merriman in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle once again. And actually, no, it was a QB keeper. I fell for that. I bit really hard on that one, apparently. It was a quarterback keeper. No, it was a handoff to Merriman, so it was a fake to 6. Merriman takes the ball. That's going to be a loss of 1, though. So 5:45 left in quarter number 3. Ely eating the clock away in this third quarter of play. 3rd and 9 to go. Not sure how good their kicker is, but I'm assuming they might be out of field goal range. So they need to get a first down and keep driving. Back into the red zone. They're at the 22-yard line. Merriman in motion. Handoff to the fullback. He's going to try and break some tackles. And that's going to be a gain of about, say, 2, as they're down at the Bronco 20-yard line. 4th and 7 to go. So 4th and 7, we are now at the 5-minute mark of quarter number 3. Ely has, after the Broncos ended up scoring quickly on their opening drive, Ely has been chewing away the clock. And I mean chewing it up like it's a piece of meat. 4th and 7, Ely's going to get a handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, a gain of 3 by number 6, the fullback, and not going to be enough for the first down. So Broncos get the ball with 4:40 left in quarter number 3 in their own territory. This is about the 4th time actually in the game. The whole game, by the way, that they have been starting a drive in their own territory. A majority of their drives that have been in Ely territory. So Ely's defense hoping to recover after that 60-yard bomb from Swenson to Carter Line. Senior to senior, Swenson has thrown 5 touchdowns so far today. Broncos break the huddle. They got 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on an island on the far side. That's Carter Line. Kane Thompson in a wing set. Carson Crandall to the left of Swenson. Swenson drops back to pass. And that's going to be a screen pass to Kane Thompson. He's going to run up the middle, breaks 1 tackle. Kane Thompson still going. Kane Thompson in open field. He's got just past the 50, and he's going to take it all the way. No one nearby. Kane Thompson on a screen pass takes it all the way from the Bronco 18-yard line all the way to the end zone. And what a play by the Bronco senior Kane Thompson, number 13. My goodness. And now I got to do the math on that. That's going to be an 82-yard play by Kane Thompson. Can you believe this kid was playing left tackle just last week, and now he's got himself 2 receiving touchdowns, over 100 yards receiving, and on 3 passes. So what a play by Kane Thompson, the Broncos senior. Gray Shikowski lining up for the kick, 50-8. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard. Kick by Shikowski's up and good. Make it now 51-8. Broncos leading in this one. 4:22 on the clock, and so that was the opening play of this second drive of quarter number 3. Broncos scoring quickly, and I mean quickly. First play of the drive, they dump it, a screen pass to Kane Thompson, who takes it 82 yards down the field. Hayden Swenson having himself the game, his 6th touchdown of the game. And I hate to take it from the freshman, Huxley Hergis, but Kane Thompson just might get the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game award for that play. Why? My goodness. Kane Thompson, a senior. Again, he's not just good on defense. He just showed it right there. He is a stud on offense as well, and he is a huge key factor to the Broncos offense. And once they have all the pieces together, you just see how they're able to really, really make a show out of their offense when they have most of their pieces together. Still missing a couple of pieces, but the Broncos, they're doing their best to rest up some of their other key players like Zach Uso, who has been very limited in some of his touches today, and also hasn't been on defense at all in the game. He's also usually a big factor in the returns. Muffed return by the Timberwolves. Still picked up, though, and they're going to get a gain, maybe a 8-yard return there. Dropped just short of the 35-yard line, so the Timberwolves are going to get it 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line. Their own 34-yard line. 4:16, I'm going to say 4:15 left in quarter number 3. Timberwolves are going to get the ball. Last time they ended up driving all the way down the field, but sadly that ended with a turnover on downs on a 4th and 7. And gonna have to wait a second. Having a conversation between referee and Coach Edestad of the Broncos. I think they might have some questions either about the placement or about something. But man, I think the worst part of this job for me is gonna be doing all the math afterwards, because I hate math. And so looks like they're pointing up to the crow's nest just above me. Luckily, they're not pointing at me, or else I would have felt like I was maybe in trouble. I don't like being in trouble, but I think it might be an issue. I think they're calling for a running clock. Or, wait, they just dropped it down to a minute now, so It should definitely be a running clock here, but for some reason, I thought it was 4:15, but now it's saying it's a minute left. So obviously, it will be a running clock for the Broncos. Timberwolves with the ball, 1st and 10. It's going to be a toss to the left to Elke. He's going to be tackled almost in the backfield. He tries to break one. Carson Crandall with the initial hit. That's a loss of yards, and Carson Crandall takes him down in the backfield, and coming in for the cleanup was number 55, Andrew Ide, helping to clean up the business. Clock is running, and that's going to be a 2nd and 5 now after the loss on the play. Elke trying to make something happen, trying to get around the edge, but Carson Crandall was sprinting to the backfield to get the tackle for loss. And so now we have 20 seconds now in quarter number 3. Getting ready for quarter number 4, just around the corner here. Ely, 2nd and 15. In motion, number 10, James Johnson. He's going to try and go around, and he's going to tackle it after a gain of 2, maybe 1. And that's going to be the end of quarter number 3. And we're going to get ready for quarter number 4. Of course, we will have a running clock in quarter number 4, meaning nothing stops the clock here. But hey, get ready, because quarter number 4 is just around the corner. We're going to take a quick 30-second break and get ready for this final quarter of the game. Broncos now, I wish they could be holding up the fist marking quarter number 4, because this game is, I hate to say it, I hate to be the Debbie Downer for the Timberwolves, but this game is over for Ely. Broncos are going to certainly get a win. They are leading going into quarter number 4, 51-8 against the Ely Timberwolves. Timberwolves have the ball, getting ready to try and continue their next possession. They are at a 3rd and 14, though, so they are in a sticky situation. Bronco starters coming off the field. Coming in are the backups. I'm seeing number 80, Wyatt Jansen. I'm also seeing a couple other new faces out on the field getting ready for their first snaps of the season, like 81, Atrius Callie. I'm seeing number 83, Gray Shikowski out there. Number 14, Huxley Hergis. He was already a backup, but he was getting a lot of varsity starts today. And a lot of other new faces out there as well. So I'm going to do my very best. I apologize, though, if I do mess up some names here and there, because I'm not as used to some of these numbers. Zeke Homier, alongside number 76, Oliver Larson, are going to be two of the guys trying to set the tone in the trenches, as well as number 69, Jack Klopaki. Excuse me. I apologize if Mr. Klopaki is listening in. I'm doing my best to not mess up your name. And not running the clock just yet. They're waiting until Ely snaps it. 3rd and 16 here in quarter number 4. PCA scoreboard says it is 51-8. And that's going to be a tackle for loss by the Bronco backups. I think the one in on the tackle was number 56, Grant Sjovold, excuse me. A couple of substitutions. They bring in number 20, Ryer Pelland. Broncos defense looking 4th and 16 for the Timberwolves. They're going to go for it on 4th and long, 4th and forever. And that's a jump by an Timberwolves tight end, I think it was. But I think it might be against a Bronco, because there was a jump by the Broncos. So actually, no, it was encroachment against the Broncos. So that was a smart job. That was a good job by the Ely tight end jumping when he did, because that led to the encroachment. And so that's going to be a gain of 5 for the Timberwolves. 4th and 12, though, so still a tricky situation, as the Timberwolves looking to try and get a first down on 4th and 12. In motion, number 4, Sawyer Hegman. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, though, by number 8, DJ Johnson. He's going to try and go around the corner, and he's going to get stopped, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Broncos backups get the job done here, keeping Ely off the board, and that with 10:30 and ticking down, the Broncos offense is going to take the field, and I'm assuming the Broncos backups are going to get their reps today on offense as well. Once again, Hayden Swenson, 6 touchdowns today, and what a play, what a game that this Broncos team had, getting the 50-8 win over the Timberwolves. And what a play by the Broncos. Broncos offense takes the field. Wyatt Jansen on an island on the near side. In the backfield, Pablo Christensen, Huxley Hergis, the quarterback. 2 receivers on the right. Handoff to Christensen. He's going to run up the middle. He breaks to the right, and he's going down the field. Pablo Christensen is going to get wrapped up, but not before getting a International Falls Broncos first down from their own 38-yard, from the Ely 38-yard line. He's going to be down just past the 10. Looks like close to the, the 17-yard line from where I'm standing. And so a 21-yard gain for Pablo Christensen on his first carry of the game. He's taking these varsity reps uber serious. Okay, it looks like it was just a 20-yard gain, not a 21. My apologies. Broncos backups two duos each side. Christensen gets the handoff again. He's going to cut to the outside. Pablo Christensen to the outside and to the end zone. An 18-yard touchdown run for number 24, the Broncos senior, Pablo Christensen. Adding to the total, Broncos now make it a 57-8 game here with a chance for a kickoff extra point to make it a 50-point game. What a play by Pablo Christensen to get a score here, taking his varsity rep uber serious, and actually the offense is staying out there, so they're going to go for 2 instead. 8:30 left in quarter number 3. Broncos with the lead here, and what a play here. I'm going to try and continue doing my maths real quick as the Broncos get ready. And that's going to be in for the 2-point conversion. Broncos scoring was they're saying Caleb, so I believe that means it was Cale Wright who got the score for the Broncos. And that's now a 59-8 game. Broncos with a 51-point margin. Clock is ticking for International Falls, and what a way to bounce back. A tough, close loss to the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels, 40-20, only to bounce back in week 2, 59-8 on the PCA scoreboard. And so what a game that these players have been having. What a game indeed. And so Broncos now getting ready for the upcoming kickoff. Clock still ticking at 7:15 now. Broncos. I think I need to correct all my math. And that's going to be a fair catch at the 41-yard line. Ely's going to get the ball with less than 7 minutes left to go here in quarter number 4. So Broncos getting the win here today. And my math is certainly going to be off here because I think I accidentally awarded the 82-yard touchdown to Zach Uso instead of Kane Thompson. Kane Thompson, 2 touchdowns on the play. Zach Uso finishes the game with 31 yards. Kane Thompson, let's see here, carry the 1. And I am terrible at math, so I'm doing my best, I swear. I'm trying my hardest to make sure I get these stats accurate. And so if they are a little off, then I am very, very sorry to the players. 6 minutes left. Ely with their first snap of this new possession. Toss to the left to number 4, Sawyer Hegman. He's going to try and cut back inside, and he's going to be wrapped up by the Bronco defensive line. Gain of about a half a yard, maybe a yard, but that's going to be second and long to go for the Timberwolves with 5:40 left in quarter number 4. Broncos defense looking to try and get as many varsity reps as they can. Ely, getting ready to bring the play in. And so let's look ahead for what's to come for the Broncos on their schedule, as they are going to be on the road next week facing a tough opponent. They're going to be playing against Rush City in next week, and they're going to be on the road for that game. And so they're going to go, and that was a team that beat Ely 48-0. So Broncos looking to try and make a statement against Rush City and continue bouncing back here. I will say I had a coach tell me, laying the boom for the Broncos, number 20, Ryer Pellin. And less than 5 minutes left here in quarter number 4. This game is certainly sealed away here. Broncos are going to get the win 59-8 on the PCA scoreboard. Stay tuned after the game for Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. 3rd and 9 to go for Ely on this possession. And don't forget our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game as well, as we have plenty of Broncos who certainly deserve it. Carson Crandall getting his first official start at running back, gets a 100-yard game and 2 touchdowns, 1 in the air, 1 on the ground. Hayden Swenson threw for 6 touchdowns, one of those being an 82-yard screen pass to Kane Thompson. And so it's a tough choice between Kane Thompson's touchdown and Huxley Hurgis's screen. dropping the pass. That's going to be tipped and incomplete. 4th and 9 now after the incompletion. Broncos trying to get the tip drill going, but unable to. 4 minutes left now in quarter number 4. The Timberwolves going to get one more play. We'll see if they go for it or if they're going to punt it. It looks like they're going to go for it. So the Broncos might also have an extra possession, so they're going to get a chance to either run the clock or maybe, possibly, try and get another score. Running the score up at this point in the game, though, I feel like would be a little too mean. I think that'd be a bit much at this point in the game. 3:30 left in quarter number 4. Timberwolves break the huddle. 4th and 9, they look to be going for it. Still same formation, 2-wing tight. Broncos showing heavy blitz. In motion is Sawyer Hegman. It's going to be a toss. No, fakes the toss. Rolls out to the left. Throws and incomplete. Turnover on downs on the incompletion. And Broncos are going to get the ball on the Ely 42-yard line with 3 minutes to go. And so this will certainly be the final drive of the game. So we're going to see how the Broncos decide to run out the rest of this game. We're going to get a timeout called by the Broncos with 2:50 left to go. I don't know. I can't remember if timeouts still stop the clock with a running clock or not, but it looks like it does. So 2:50 left on the clock, and I think Coach Edestad smells blood in the waters. He wants to get more varsity reps for these backups, and so I think that's a really cool move by Coach Edestad. It looks like Pablo Christensen still out on the field. Broncos certainly way above the 100-yard mark. Actually, no, Pablo Christensen's coming off the field. Instead, it's going to be a new running back in the backfield for International Falls. I see number 34 getting ready to maybe take a couple handoffs. Cale Wright. Broncos shotgun formation. Duos on the near and far side. On the near side, nearest to me is Atreus Callie. On the far side, Wyatt Jansen. In the slot near side is number 20, Ryan Pelland. On the far side, can't see his number, so I feel bad. Handoff, and hit in the backfield, but he's still going. And that's going to be a first down, and more. Cuts inside. Number 34 gets a first down. Cale Wright. A solid gain from the Ely 42-yard line. He's going to be taken down just short of the 20-yard line, but still, that is going to be what a play by the kid. Hit in the backfield, kept going, though, and gets a 21-yard gain for Cale Wright. And so Broncos offense back on the field. 2 minutes left now. Broncos hand it off again to Wright. He'll get a short gain this time. This time only getting about 2 yards on the play. 2 minutes left in quarter number 4. Broncos, 1 yard on the play for Wright. So minute 45 left in quarter number 4. Broncos with the ball. They go shotgun formation. Pablo Christensen back in the game at running back lined up to the right of Huxley Hergis. Drops back to pass. Throws it short. Picked off, though. That's number 4 of... That's a different number. Oh, no, that's number 14 of the Timberwolves. Leo McCraw, who gets the interception. Unable to run it all the way back, though. And so... Ely Timberwolves get the ball back. That's a tough one for Huxley Hergis, trying to get his first throw of the game. Just trying to get a quick dump pass, but it was read nicely by McCraw. So with a minute left, the Timberwolves are going to get one final drive of the game. And Broncos, unless they stop Ely, this could end with a 59-8 final score in favor of the Ely Timberwolves. Broncos, what a dominant way to bounce back after a close loss. 40 seconds left. In motion is number 11, Cooper Desort. And they're going to have to call a penalty. Or excuse me, it was actually James Johnson who was the running back in motion. I think we had an early jump by another one. Try to roll out to the right. and get a quick pass over to number 11, Cooper Distort. But sadly, the false start is going to take them back 5 yards, and that's going to be one final play of the game unless they cannot get the snap off. They're going to go quick. 5 seconds left now for the Timberwolves. Final play of the game. We'll see what they do. They're going to, same play as last time. And nice job. Deep throw, though, and that's going to be incomplete, but they're going to call pass interference against the Broncos, number 34, Cale Wright. And so I hate, kind of a pointless penalty at this point in the game. But I guess maybe they'll give Ely one more play, or I think they're going to just line up for the handshakes. I'm not sure what's going on. Ely already getting ready for the handshakes, but I guess they're going to take one more play. As that was a pass interference against number 34, Cale Wright. Broncos, though, very disciplined. Another game with no holding penalties by International Falls. This is 2 in a row now, so that's a pretty solid. That's pretty good. And it looks like Ely's head coach Gerson says yes to the extra play. So this is just a play to get the reps in, get those guys one more chance to go down the field here. Two-wing type formation, motion. It's going to be a toss. Nope, fakes the toss, play action, throws it deep, and that's going to be incomplete, and now that's going to be the game. And final score here as we get ready for our post-game show. International Falls Broncos, 59, the Ely Timberwolves, 8. And now Broncos are going to take the win today, and they are going to go into Barnum with all kinds of momentum. And so stay tuned as we're going to check in on the score between Barnum and Moose Lake Willow River. And also stay tuned as we're going to announce her Energy Player of the Game as well as our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. So it's now time for our post-game show. Broncos win it on the PSA scoreboard 59-8 against the Ely Timberwolves.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Looking for a college close to home that prepares you for tomorrow? Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're starting your degree, preparing to transfer, or training for a career, Rainy River offers affordable tuition, small class sizes, and personal attention from dedicated faculty. Stay local while reaching your goals and save thousands in the process. Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Learn more at minnesotanorth.edu.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
So it was quite the game for the Broncos here today. Huge second quarter that really opened the game up for them and really got the things going. A bit of a slow start in the first, but once they got that rhythm and once they started to really put the pieces together on offense, then they really got something special going on here. So Hayden Swenson finishes the game, 6 touchdowns in the air, 264 yards if my math is right. It might not be. It could be more, actually. So keep that in mind. And Kane Thompson, 2 touchdowns, either 3 catches or 2 catches, and both of them in the air. And so one of them being a huge 82-yard touchdown. Another one, special shout out to the other senior receiver, number 86, Carter Line. 2 catches, 90 yards, and a 60-yard touchdown on one of those. And what a play that was. It was just fluid motion and straight from the snap. 1-2, sets his feet. Hayden Swenson throws it, gets Carter Line on the run, and he just takes it all the way down the field. And so another favorite target of his was Nick Schultz, who had a couple of targets, a 41-yard bomb down the field, had a lot of hang time, but Nick Schultz got the ball and was able to take it down the field and get stopped at the 5, and then he finished that same drive with a 2-yard touchdown as well. And a special shout out to Carson Crandall, the running back, got his first full start of the game at running back, and he ended up getting all the carries today. In fact, there was only really 2 other guys who got some carries, and there was the backups, number 24, Pablo Christensen, who had an 18-yard touchdown. Shout out to Pablo Christensen. And, of course, Cale Wright, number 34, the freshman running back, who got a couple carries, finishing the game with 22 yards. And so Carson Crandall, also a big component to the passing game, as he got a 3-yard reception touchdown for the Broncos, and then he ended up finishing the game with, if my math is correct, 102 yards and a touchdown on a 15-yard run into the end zone, and what a play that was as well. So Broncos just firing off from all cylinders. Zach Yuso finishing with either 31 or probably more. Like I said, I could be off. I kind of messed up when I was writing my stats in, because when I was writing down Kane Thompson's touchdown, I put it in the row that I have Zach Yuso's stats in, because I saw 13, I saw 3, and that got me confused, and it got me messed up. And so, yeah, all over the place, but what a game by the Broncos today. Shout out, though, to the junior quarterback for Ely, number 23, number 21, Max Brandwright, who had a 50-yard quarterback keeper run for a touchdown to get the one score of the game for the Timberwolves. So I know Coach Koshik a little upset about that, not getting the shutout, but a lot to be proud of, especially when they really, really got that momentum going. And so what a great game by the Broncos. We're going to get ready. Hey, let me announce real quick our players of the games receiving the awards. Starting off, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. It was a tough decision, but I had to go with Kane Thompson and that 82-yard touchdown on the screen pass. What a play by the senior. I mean, great play. Taking it 82 yards down the field on a screen pass. Again, he had either 2 or 3 catches, 2 of those for touchdowns. And so what a great way to have that piece of the puzzle back on the offense. So that's why he's the Enbridge Player of the Game. And your Domino's Pizza Player of the Game, who's getting the free Domino's Pizza, is going to be, of course, the senior quarterback, Hayden Swenson. 6 touchdowns in the air. What a game he had. Didn't even need to scramble. I don't have any rushing stats. 0. Didn't get sacked. Didn't have to run the ball. So that's a shout out to his offensive line and the great protection. And just great day. You only had 1 incompletion too, I should also add. And so those are your 2 post-game players of the game. I'm going to see if I can get some post-game interviews with them. So stay tuned. You're listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on YourLiveEvent.com.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Looking for a college close to home that prepares you for tomorrow? Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're starting your degree, preparing to transfer, or training for a career, Rainy River offers affordable tuition, small class sizes, and personal attention from dedicated faculty. Stay local while reaching your goals and save thousands in the process. Rainy River Minnesota North College of International Falls. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Learn more at minnesotanorth.edu.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Welcome back to our post-game show here live on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM from the Rainy River Minnesota North College press box. Joining me are 2 players of the game, Kane Thompson and Hayden Swenson. And so, what a game, you guys. First of all, a bit of a slow start in the first quarter. So what was that help get things going as the game went on?
out and ball today. Go ahead and plan for it all week.
And Kane Thompson, once again, wearing number 13, so really great to see because it does confuses me much less. Also, once again, a big lead on the what really helped, what just really dominated the scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good not be playing left tackle anymore, so I got back out there, got a couple receptions. And then defense, I mean, they only run one formation, so we pretty much know.
And so, I gotta say, what a great game, and correct me if I'm wrong, you had 2 receptions, or
I had to.
just 2, and both for a touchdown. Man, it's just insane. So I gotta ask, so on that big play, 82-yard screen pass, what was going through your head when you first got the pass and you saw open field right there?
Well, I mean, before the play, I told Hayden I was kind of scared I was gonna have to run 80 yards. I didn't want to get caught from behind, but I saw the open grass and clear. So
As you were, after you got past the field, were you still thinking like, oh man, this is like right on my tail? I gotta like keep running faster, like.
Yeah, I thought there was a guy there, but it was alright.
Yeah. And Hayden Swenson, like I want to ask you about was that the touchdown pass to Carter line. It looked like it was just one singular moment. From like the moment you snap the ball when you throw it to Carter, like what was going through your head? Was it?
We singled him up, knew we wanted to get him some action. So pre-snap, just looked off the right. Let it go to the left. His job and touchdown.
Well, this is my chance to let you guys know that you are our 2 players of the game. Kane Thompson, you are our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Had the most energizing play of the game with that 82-yard screen pass for a touchdown. And so that's why I feel like I probably should have gotten an extra large for you, but it's a large, so hopefully, that looks good in the gym, I guess, with the pictures. And then Hayden Swenson, you're with 6 touchdowns this game. And almost another 300-yard performance. By the way, the last week's performance got you mentioned by Ryan Phelps, who does a lot of like the state stuff. So already getting recognized. So really putting your name out there. Once again with 6 touchdowns in the air, making you our Domino's Pizza player of the game. 1 large, 2 Talcum. Now moving forward though, you got Barnum. That's another tough opponent. You're gonna be on the rush. What did I say? Rush City.
Ely played Barnum last week.
Oh, that's what was confusing me. Okay. You got Rush City next, not Barnum. And so, looking ahead to Rush City, how are you guys planning on getting ready?
Gotta play our game against. They're always a tough team. Play our game.
Yeah, we're just gonna be watching film all week and play some.
Well, once again, congratulations on a 51-point win today at home. What a great win! And also, I mean, you still had some guys injured, so it's like the pieces are there, but it's still missing a couple. So, how good can this team?
I mean, we great. Everyone stays healthy.
Thank you guys for joining me here today. This has been our live broadcast of Broncos Sports. Once again, a special shout out to all of our sponsors. Local VFW Post 2948, Rainy River, Minnesota North College, PCA, Service Master, Enbridge, Domino's Pizza, and many, many others. There's a lot to list off. Be here forever. Thank you guys again for joining me, and make sure you guys tune in next week for some more varsity football action. And this is Augie Schmidt live from Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and YourLiveEvent.com.